Hello YouTube, it's 12:21 p.m. Monday, December 6th. Just finished up with Adam. I still don't know what the proper position is. He's basically my career counselor. I guess that's what his term is. He picked me up at home and we went down to Del Taco and reviewed my background check, which I've explained that a few times. It's just those three tickets that are listed on it, but one of them is he said that it's definitely a speeding ticket. I definitely do not remember getting a speeding ticket in 2019, so I did manage to get a hold of the accurate background check and talked to a very helpful person on the phone there and disputed the validity of that ticket. By the way, I'm walking through the Wells Fargo building in downtown Phoenix right now. This is one of my favorite pedestrian shortcuts. As you can see, like, nobody else uses it, but not a lot of people walking in downtown Phoenix anyway. But, Wells Fargo has a little museum by here that I'd love to go to someday. I've peeked in the windows many times, but I just never seem to be here when it's open. At least it did. I've not seen it today. Anyway, it's not my mission to find that, so I try not to get distracted by that. Anyhow, I felt like I had a pretty productive session with him. He kept looking online, trying to see if he could find that ticket, the one that I don't remember and don't believe is legit. It's showing 3 points on my license for that ticket. The other two tickets are, which are, from last summer. Of course, I remember those. Those are 2 points each. So it's showing a total of 7 points, which certainly could affect me getting driving jobs. Whereas, I don't think 4 points would, especially considering they're minor violations. This is stupid. Yeah, I don't know why there's no sign. It's completely safe to cross the road. Anyway, anyway, I managed to get through to a person at accurate background check and dispute that. And then while I had her on the phone, I also disputed those aliases being my aliases, because they were downright silly. I forget what they were, but they were definitely not me. Not everybody named Daniel, who once upon a time lived at the same address I lived at, is me. So anyway, so I got that accomplished. And my next step is to go to the DMV to try and actually pull up my driving record from the DMV. Or should I say the MVD in Arizona. It's not the DMV, it's the MVD. I just left the Phoenix City Court building, and security just let me know that about 2 months ago they closed the little MVD office within the City Court building, which really sucks because that means there's no longer one located in Central Phoenix. Okay, this is goofy. Why there's not a platform entrance right there? There should be a platform entrance right there. Usually the train stops at the end of the platform, but I get a feeling it doesn't stop here. I think it stops up where these people are waiting. Anyway, with the elimination of the little downtown MVD office, which always had limited services, obviously you couldn't go there and take a driving test or anything, but like what I'm trying to do, which is get a certified copy of my MVR and then dispute, or at least find information to go about disputing one of those tickets as being mine. That's something I would have been able to handle there, but that's not an option anymore. It's, at least I closed about 2 months ago. So I find it really odd. There's no longer an MVD office in downtown Phoenix, or anything that even resembles Central Phoenix. At this point, and I went to their maps. And granted, there's a whole lot of third-party places, but this isn't something I really want to do with a third party, with a third-party service provider. Now there's one at like South Mountain, basically central south of Baseline. There's the one in Tempe, which is the one I usually drive to. It's on a side street called Larkspur, which is just south of McKellips, off of McClintock, right where like McClintock turns into Hayden. I usually go to that location, and that's a fine location to drive in and out of, but there's like almost no bus service to speak of over there. So if I go over there, not only am I far removed from any place I would need to go today, but I'm in an area where I'm potentially waiting a really long time for a bus that takes me to another location where I'm waiting a really long time for a bus to get out of. So I don't want to be stuck in that hole. So it looks like my only other option, and I don't like this, but this is where I'm going, is to go to Maryvale. I only recall ever going to that DMV once, and it was a very awful experience. That's not a good part of town. Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to this, but it's something I need to do. So, yeah, so Maryvale, 51st Avenue and 51st Avenue and Indian School. That's where I'm headed. Never noticed that bear mural before. That's really cool. Anyway, here comes my train, so I'm going to wrap this up, and hopefully I accomplish something today that helps me get a decent quality driving job.